Hello, my Bill 5000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, hope it gets better from here. We are back with another Watcher. This one is titled Mansa Musa, the richest man who ever lived. Puppet history. Now, I have had a request. I have put it off for a little bit, and I am very sorry for that. For Watchers Mystery Files. And I figure since, it is technically a special request, it's doing puppet history right now, but that's okay. Because we have Special Request Sunday. So, my friend, if you are watching this, your Watcher that you are requesting will be coming out Sunday. So stay tuned. That's right. This week we'll be having 2 Watchers. Feeling good. Huh? Yeah. All right, let's get into this story. Go ahead, turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, come up with something special. Oh, let's laugh, cry, and learn a little bit.
Welcome one and all to Puppet History! Today we'll be taking an ever-winding look at yet another chapter in the heavy book we call history, while our guests ruthlessly compete for the coveted
Pressure comes in strong sometimes, bro.
title of History Master. I am obviously your beloved host, the Professor!
I do too, though. It's okay. I have no problems with it.
Thank you! Brian Bergara, are you ready?
I can't wait to have another opportunity to, as you always say, try again. It's going to be a good time, and you're looking really good today, friend.
Oh, likewise. You look very, put together.
He has got to stop with this shit. I don't know. It's scaring me. The dude next to him's scared shitless too. Look at it.
Together for a change.
I appreciate that, friend.
Special guest, Ife Nwadiwe, are you ready?
I think I'm as ready as I will always be.
Then let's crack in!
See, like his last name, I would have never guessed that's how you pronounce his last name. I am horrible. Like, I know I butchered this. Mansa Musa. There's no way in fuck that's Mansa Musa.
Now, to begin, do you guys love money? Me, I'm a small guy, but you know I love them big old wads.
I'm not the biggest fan of money. I don't need it. I mean, I started my own company during a pandemic.
Yeah, who needs money?
No, I love money. I have many things I want to buy.
Like what? Hoverboard?
Sneakers, graphics card eventually.
Oh, hard to get because of all those crypto shitheads.
Oh, we'll put a stop to you.
We'll get you yet.
I mean, I do want to eat the rich.
You know they taste good.
But I mean, sneakers, though.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of sneakers, this guy's rocking the Sakai Blazer lows, and I got
Oh, hey, all
these
right.
bad boys right there.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to talk about sneakers.
What are you wearing?
Just my fuzzy little feet.
Ooh,
kinda gross,
Okay.
but you know
That's
what?
a solid 4.5 on WikiFeet.
Thank you. It's been a while since we were in person. If you guys want to give them a sniff, you're welcome to.
I think I could leave it up to the imagination.
Come on,
okay.
Iffy.
Oh yeah, those smell
right.
great. Yeah, you've been a good care.
Oh, it's so good to be back in person. Anyway, if you love money, you're gonna love the subject of our lesson today. This dude was so rich, he could upend a country's economy by just visiting. We're talking about Mansa Musa, probably the richest dude.
Hey, I didn't butcher it.
To ever live. Mansa Musa was born in 1280 in Western Africa, the descendant of Sundiata Keita, who founded the Mali Empire. Keita established the Mandan Charter, thought to have been one of the first charters on human rights. It discussed keeping peace while respecting diversity, abolishing slavery, and the importance of education, among other good stuff. Apart from basic rights,
Education is baller, yo. I'm telling you. All right, be smart, people. Sounded mean. Didn't mean it in a mean way. Knowledge is power. There we go.
Mali citizens enjoyed the fertile lands surrounding the Niger River, as well as massive salt and gold deposits. Basically, wasn't a bad place to find yourself.
Oh, hell no. Everybody's running around with their titties out. That's an amazing place to be.
at the end of the 13th century.
Okay, this is definitely the person who I thought it was. As an African myself, I know all about, well, no, I don't know all about
All right, now back to the lesson. Now, though Musa was descended from Sundiata Keita and a member of the royal court, he was not in the royal line
I know all. No, I do not.
of succession. The reigning emperor was instead Mansa Abubakari Keita II, who was reportedly obsessed with the Atlantic Ocean, specifically finding the edge of it and discovering what was beyond it. That's fair, right? Because back then they were just like, where does that thing go?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That was some big old water.
They also probably thought you'd just fall off a waterfall into the abyss. You a flat earther, Professor?
I actually believe the Earth is shaped like a jelly bean. I'm a jelly earther.
We all have our faults.
In 1312, Abubakari sent 3
That would be cool though. I could get beyond something like that. Fuck it. I don't know what shape the Earth is, to be honest with you. I've never been far enough up in space to be able to actually look at and tell. My opinions don't fucking matter. But to think it would be in the shape of a jelly bean? No. I know what I'd want it to be in the shape of. A gigantic pumpkin. Like Jack the Pumpkin King's head, just like
100 boats out with the express mission of reaching the end of the Atlantic. Eventually, 1 boat returned. The captain reported that the other ships had all been sucked to the briny depths by a horrible whirlpool.
I've been on a few cruises in my life, and I haven't seen any whirlpools, so...
No? Well, you count yourself lucky.
I have seen a whirlpool. It wasn't big. I was on land, and it was we went I forget what grade I was in, but we was in school, and they took us to this dam. And at this dam, there was a whirlpool, and that's what we was really going there to see. It was a field trip for science class, I think. I'm not too for sure. But there was this big ass whirlpool. It was amazing. Like it does, it goes, and then like around it, like all the water's just kind of like bubbling. It looks wicked. Wicked.
I guess. Our first question. What did Abubakari do with this information? A. He forbade ocean going for all citizens of the Mali Empire. B. He had the captain executed for not dying like the others.
B.
Or C. He decided, if you need something done, you gotta do it yourself.
Ooh, C. D. B and C.
Your choices?
I do.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Ryan, what'd you put?
I put C for DIY.
Okay.
This guy's like a very rich man. I would assume that he had adopted the idea that he does everything better than everyone.
I think he did B. He was like, bitch, you should have stayed out there and died too. Well, if you need something done, you gotta do it yourself. It went B, then C.
Else.
Sure. Iffy?
B, execution, because that just sounds like oh, you should have died. Why are you alive? Either you killed him or you should have died. Choose.
Well, we're about to find out via the magic of theater. I'll see you guys in just a second. Whoop. Mansa Abubakari, my ship, and my ship alone, has returned from our quest to discover the end of the Atlantic Ocean. And what wonders lie beyond? Out with it, seaman. My thirst for the truth cannot be sated until you unlash your salty tongue. My guy, I don't think we were even close to the end of the Atlantic. Everyone else died. They got sucked into the ocean by a huge whirlpool. It was horrible. That ocean's freaking dangerous as hell, man. Oh, well, this was my mistake. I meant to send the most experienced sailors in my kingdom, not a bunch of weak, whitey little babies who were going to die the second they ran into some choppy waters. My bad. Sure, we did the best we could, and of the 300 boats, 299 perished. Oh, God, I have to do everything around here. Okay, this time, round up 3,000 boats and make sure one's really nice, because I'm going myself, and I am going to find the end of the ocean!
Hubris, a dish best served cold.
Okay, a jelly bean for Ryan.
I'm pretty sure he killed him too. I think we all should get jelly beans for that one.
And I guess in the spirit of our generous subject today, we'll crank that up to, I don't know, 456 jelly beans for Ryan.
Oh, wow.
What?
Well, you know, Mansa Musa, he seemed to be such a generous and rich man. I think we're just gonna toss you some bonus jellies here.
455?
Yeah, sure, I don't know, man. Whatever.
455?
Now, in a testament to Abu Bakari's bravery and obsession
But here's the thing. Does he still lose?
with the ocean, he himself led an expedition 10 times the size of the first. While he was sailing into oblivion, however, the Mali Empire would need a ruler in his stead. So he chose his deputy, Musa. While ostensibly Musa was just keeping the throne warm, Abu Bakari never returned. Some believe the king may have made it to South America. But if you ask this sea dog, it was probably another whirlpool situation. In his new role as Mansa, meaning king, Musa quickly took to the job left behind Abu Bakari. He worked on expanding Mali's already extraordinary.
So it's Mansa Musa. His name's, he's King Musa. What's up, Musa? My dude. He got to be king through, like, sheer luck. That's fucking awesome.
Wealth by increasing intercultural trade and then taxing that trade. He also physically expanded his territory, conquering important cities along Saharan trade routes like Timbuktu.
I just want a meme image of the dominoes where it's like, you know, Mansa Musa taxing and then the American Revolution.
I'm sure it led to it in some way. History is just a series of causes and effects. And if someone meddles with the fabric of history, then it can throw it all into chaos.
Yeah, that's why I don't go into time machines.
Yeah, you can't.
You speaking from personal experience here?
No. At its height under Mansa Musa,
Restraining order, Professor. Don't forget. Don't worry about it.
Mali's borders stretched for
Got your breath.
2,000 miles, with at least 400 cities under its domain. Reportedly, the king once bragged that should someone walk the empire from end to end, it would take a full year.
That's crazy. Is that actually accurate?
I don't know, some dude claimed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it at face value. When I was growing up, when I would ask my dad for a ride, he was like, in Nigeria, I would walk 30 miles to go to school. And I went to Nigeria, and it was like a block.
The walking through the snow to school thing is universal across all cultures, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking boomers, dude. I guess we're kind of like the new boomers.
Oh, yeah,
now,
no,
though. You're a millennial, right?
Yeah.
What are you, Professor?
Ancient.
Like Gandalf the White?
Well, no, Gandalf the White was like his reborn form, right? Maybe some point I'll, transform into an exciting new version of myself. I hope I'm a little bigger, because I still can't reach most things. However, with such a vast kingdom and Twitter still 700 years away from being invented, Mansa Musa faced the challenge of how to govern such a widespread and diverse populace. So, how did Mansa Musa maintain control? A, he relocated the capital and all its people to the exact middle of the kingdom. B, something boring like ceding local control to province governors and village mayors or whatever. Or C, he mandated every boy move to the capital at age 5 to be educated in pro-empire propaganda.
Hey.
A lot to chew on there, but I invite you to chew.
Alrighty.
Have you chewed?
I've chewed.
Okay, what do we got, Ryan?
C for brainwashing.
Okay, iffy.
And this time I went B for boring
Well, when you put it like that, I mean, I come and pick brainwashing down too.
legislation.
Well, history is often either very exciting or very boring. And so, Iffy gets 6,782 jelly beans!
Oh, wow.
Because he is correct, the answer is B. Yes, Mansa Musa took the road less traveled in the Middle Ages and decided to rule with a not quite iron fist. He divided the kingdom into provinces, put a governor in charge of each, and made sure each village had a mayor. Local authorities would handle local matters, while Mansa Musa and his advisors took care of the big stuff. He also instituted written laws and made sure everyone knew there was a distinction between the law and himself. Perhaps these things don't seem like a big deal, but this was the 1300s, when the bar for decent king was as low as sometimes people had food. Mansa Musa was killing it, and he reaped a staggering fortune as a result. The
It's sad but true. Oh, fuck.
empire was prosperous, and because of his system of taxation, that made Mansa Musa rich. According to history professor Rudolph Ware, imagine as much gold as you think a human being could possess and double it. This is the richest guy anyone has ever seen. What would you guys even do if you got to the point where you had so much money that it lost value?
I feel like
I would get a slingshot and I would shoot them at people. Just random coins. Just it would make me happy and give them money. Oh, yes! Baby, we getting bread tonight! Yeah!
at that point, maybe some, philanthropic donating.
Oh, yeah. Nice things. Shit. It's Africa, right? They have a lot of, like, open lands and stuff. I don't know. What would you do for people who have, like, a beautiful area and land and just get to walk around with their titties out? They already got everything they want. There's titties everywhere. What could you do back then? Waterways? Like invest in like waterways and stuff, maybe? I don't know. Invest in death water? Liquid death.
Some of it redistributing that wealth.
I think I'd disappear a couple people with no loose ends.
God, oh Jesus, dude.
I would make sure it's quick.
Okay, moving along. Hey, Professor. Oh, it's the chill ore.
Yep, I'm not as funny as the other guys. I'm just sort of a normal dude who happens to be an ore, so sorry I'm not all waka waka up here.
Oh, that's fine. You're a great guy.
Thanks. Anyway, I'm just stopping in real quick to thank Wondrium for sponsoring today's episode. And sure, we've had a lot of sponsors over the years, but this one's like, oh man, it's right in the pocket, man.
Oh, that's exciting. Tell us all about it.
Well, I think it could be said there's no quality more admirable than an inquisitive mind. And if you're watching this show, there's a good bet you got one. And that's where Wondrium comes in. Wondrium searches far and wide to bring you trusted, respected, and inspiring experts and nonfiction storytellers who have led over 6,000 hours of video courses, documentaries, and more.
Well, this sounds very appealing to me. It's like puppet history without the puppets.
What are puppets? Never mind, just keep going. Anyway, yeah, they've got a carefully curated collection of short and long-form videos, tutorials, how-tos, travelogues, documentaries, and more. You want to learn about Mansa Musa's life and how he developed cities like Timbuktu into a hub of cultural sophistication? Well, they've got a whole fascinating lecture about it in their series, Turning Points in Middle Eastern History. Hey, Professor.
Yeah?
How come you didn't mention that Mansa's library in Timbuktu was one of the largest in the world, housing books about everything from Greek philosophy to astrology?
I guess I just didn't know that.
Oh, interesting. Well, I learned that from Wondrium, not from you.
Oh man, there's so much to learn.
Yeah, thank goodness for Wondrium then, huh? Anyway, Wondrium genuinely loves puppet history so much that they reached out about extending our viewers a free trial. Go to wondrium.com/watcher. That's wondrium.com/watcher and get learning. Your brain will thank you.
Wow, incredible. Thank you, Wondrium. And thanks, Or.
Wondrium.
Yeah, man, keep it up. Okay, where were we?
In 1324, Mansa Musa, a devout Muslim, decided to fulfill the ultimate pillar of Islam, pilgrimage, or Hajj. This pillar states that every able Muslim must make the journey to the holy city of Mecca, located in modern-day Saudi Arabia. While traveling, pilgrims dedicate themselves to aiding others and maintaining peace, serenity, and devotion. For Mansa Musa, the Hajj would also serve as a sort of cross-cultural debut for the Mali Empire, which, though extremely wealthy and prosperous, wasn't widely known outside of West Africa. If Mansa Musa was going to be introducing his kingdom to the broader world, he wanted to make an impression.
Oh, yeah.
Accompanying Musa were tens of
You gotta bring the razzle dazzle, bruh. You feel me? Got to.
thousands of slaves, heralds, and soldiers, each wearing fine silks and carrying a golden staff. His favorite wife, Inari Kunate, brought 500 maids in waiting. Alongside were dozens of camels, each loaded with 300 pounds of gold. That's a lot.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Homie knew how to roll, though. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't bring out. He brought his favorite wife. Oh shit.
Some Prince Ali stuff.
Have you ever rode a camel?
No. I've ridden a horse though.
I have ridden a horse, but then it bucked me off and almost killed me in a creek. Its name was Crazy, so I should have known.
I would have had some questions.
Actually, after hearing the full story, I have no sympathy for you.
I just thought maybe it's like, oh, he goes crazy fast, or like it's a crazy good time.
These crazy Californian boys, you gotta love them.
Yeah, come to California.
We ride crazy horses. On Fridays, holy days in Islam, wherever he was in his journey, Mansa Musa had a mosque constructed so he could pray. According to Gus Casely Hayford, the former director of the Smithsonian's National Museum of African Art, each night when they stopped, it was a whole town decamping in the desert. If you've ever gone on a trip with friends, you know how logistically challenging it can be. Now, picture going on a trip with a sold-out Madison Square Garden, including the building. Nobody Hajjed like Musa Hajjed. While on the Hajj, after dinner, Mansa Musa would chat with his wife and ask her how the trip was going. Apparently, though she would reply that she was having a good time, something in the way she paused before answering gave her husband doubts. One evening, in the middle of the Sahara, after Musa asked if she was sure she was enjoying herself, Inari admitted there was something she missed, her nightly swim in the Niger River. So, what did Mansa Musa do? A, he abandoned the Hajj and turned the whole caravan back to Mali just so she could swim.
No,
B,
too easy.
he ordered everyone on a 500-mile-long detour so she could swim in the Mediterranean.
Probably.
Or C, he built a friggin' swimming pool in the middle of the Sahara.
See,
Oh, I got it.
Okay, I love the
big
confidence.
dick in it.
I probably don't got it, but
No,
I mean,
no, come on.
I'm telling you, it's C. He came in Bobby Big Dick, and he's like, favorite wife, she'd get what she want. If it would have been the least favorite wife, it'd been like, nah. Like, you can take a group of people, like, that way. There's water. Go swim. Bye-bye. That's what the least favorite wife would have got. Favorite wife? No. Bro, you know, she got that. So she got that swimming pool out in the middle of the desert. Don't you worry, baby. I got you.
Okay, Ryan, what'd you put?
I'm gonna put C, Oasis for my wife.
65 jelly beans for that Borat. You know I'm gonna give you jelly beans for a Borat.
Oh, you know.
And Iffy, what do you got?
I think it might be B, detour. You know, we're still on the way, but we're gonna take a little detour. Let my wife go for a little swimsy poo.
Well, let's find out the answer once again through the magic of theater. I'll be back in a second. Woo. Woe is me. Woe certainly is me.
Mansa, sir, is something the matter?
Oh, it's you, one of my many trusted advisors. Oh, you heard me woeing? It's nothing. Problems with the old ball and chain, you know.
Oh, lay it on me. I'm your advisor. That's what I'm here for.
Well, my beautiful wife, Inari, wants to go swimming. But we're in the middle of the Sahara, the least swimmable place on Earth.
That's a toughie, all right. You know, when we get through the desert, though, she can swim.
Wait, I've got it! We'll build a pool! Well, pool, Your Highness. I mean, we can certainly dig a hole, but yes, dig a hole and then fill it with water. But what water? The goat skins! Everyone's got goat skins full of water. We'll dump that in there. The drinking water? The water we need to cross the desert? Correction, the water we need to make a pool for my wife.
And it looks like I guessed it and then chose not the answer.
That certainly is a way to explain your mishap.
Well, he's probably about to give you 1,000,000 jelly beans, so.
I got a feeling he won't, but maybe I'll be surprised.
1,000,000 jelly beans for Ryan!
Wait, I'm just trying to soak in this moment because I've been dreaming of it for a long time and I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. So yeah, dug a big old pool, huh? As you said, Iffy, not the smartest thing. I liked sort of the logic that you applied to that, though. So 2,000,000 jelly beans for you there.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, moving along. That's right, Mansa Musa had his servants dig a pool and fill it with water from the goatskins. It was constructed in no time, and Inari and her ladies-in-waiting reportedly had a grand time splashing about. Allegedly, far from seeing this as an unnecessary and extravagant waste, everyone was impressed that Mansa Musa would do something as insane as build a pool in the middle of the desert for his wife to swim in once. Ah, romance.
Actually, I feel like, now that I think about it, like a whole bunch of dirty ass historical dudes in the desert.
I see where you're going.
Yeah,
with
men are
this,
dumb.
yes.
Like, yeah, that's all I know. Get the water, We gotta put it in the water. And they all die.
Let's face it, you know.
Yeah, horny.
They're thinking with that pre-nut cloudiness.
Okay, all right. As Mansa Musa's caravan approached Cairo, the Egyptian Sultan Al-Malik al-Nasir sent a servant to greet the literal town that was coming to visit. The servant invited Mansa Musa to meet the al-Nasir, but Mansa Musa demurred, saying that he was only passing through on the way to Mecca, and that such a visit wouldn't be necessary. This was odd. As I said, Mansa Musa wasn't just going from A to B, he was also trying to strut his stuff and make connections for the Kingdom of Mali. So, why didn't Mansa Musa want to meet the Sultan of Egypt? A, he knew he'd have to kiss the ground before the Sultan. B, he was afraid the Sultan would try to steal his wife. Or C, he didn't think Egypt was that big of a deal.
Hey.
Okay, Ryan, what do you got?
I got B. Don't touch my wife.
Oh, you got another
A
one.
double Borat.
200,000 jelly beans for another
Hell
Borat
yeah.
reference. Jimmy, what do you got?
Avoiding the kiss, and then I put up the devil horns. Too.
Okay.
In respects to kiss.
3.5 million jelly beans to Iffy, because he is correct. Mansa Musa was himself a king, so why should he bow to the Sultan of Egypt? Eventually, Mansa Musa did agree to meet al-Nasir. In court, before bowing, however, Mansa Musa created his own sneaky little loophole, declaring he would only bow to Allah, which he then did. After this technically okay greeting, the Sultan offered Mansa Musa use of his palace, and the Mali king decided to stay in Egypt for 3 months. During this time, Mansa Musa went on a bit of a spending spree, giving away gold ingots by the thousands. Egyptian merchants, knowing a mark when they see one, in turn increased their prices by 5-fold.
I was never much of a haggler when it comes to these kind of like little markets.
I remember I would go to downtown LA with my dad. He would always go to like all the different booths and he'd be like, oh, it's like you're Nigerian, huh? And then he would get like a dope discount. So I took my friends, I told my friends, I got this. My dad taught me everything. We go. And there was these watches and my friends were like, oh, it's nice, I watch this. And then the guy kind of had like an accent. I was like, hey, are you Nigerian? He was like, no, I'm Jamaican.
Oh, hey, that's our puppet poppin'. Jelly Telly, who we got?
Oh, hello there, Mr. Professor.
Oh, hey, buddy. Cool shades.
Yeah, well, I got a girlfriend now, so...
Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, was she like a silver dollar or something?
Well, that's actually pretty offensive, man. She's a podiatrist from Milwaukee. Ain't and sipping. Beautiful lady, and her name's Beverly. Makes me feel freshly minted.
Okay, well, there's some technical difficulties there, I think, but yeah, that sounds like a real hot relationship.
Yeah, it's real hot, man. Anyway, you'll meet her at the party.
I'm not going to the party.
Huh? Speak up.
Nothing. What's the question?
Oh, right. Hey, what was the consequence of Mansa Musa giving away so much gold? A, Egyptians wanted Mansa Musa to be their sultan instead of al-Nasir. B, the economy was upended with the value of gold falling by 25%. Or C, Mansa Musa's caravan thought their leader had lost his mind and they tried to organize a coup.
B.
Oh, okay, well, I gotta go. Have fun learning.
Okay, well, you heard the coin, folks. What could the answer be? Ryan, let's have it.
Alrighty. I put C for coup. I don't know if that's actually how you spell coup. That's why I put it.
No, you got it. 2 jelly beans for you.
Nice.
I also rode with Ryan on that and C for coup de ville.
Wait, this is my favorite bit.
It's his favorite bit. Ryan, why don't you take it away for us?
We got a couple of sea dogs.
Yeah!
Arr, 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 arr.
Yeah. Points to neither of you. In fact, the answer was B. The economy was upended. Yes, that's right. The value of gold might not seem like a big deal, but imagine if the value of the dollar fell 25% practically overnight. That's called hyperinflation, and it's basically the worst thing that can happen to an economy. In fact, to show how much it stings, I'm gonna take away 25% of your jelly beans.
Oh, this is a part of learning that sucks.
No fun. Learning is fun, but it's also painful sometimes, you know?
What was that voice you just?
That was me. Okay, moving along.
After completing his Hajj on his way back through town, Musa tried to repair the economic damage he'd done. Now, bear with me for this most basic of economic lessons, supply and demand. Because of Mansa Musa's extraordinary generosity, the supply of gold increased, so its value decreased. Mansa Musa tried to fix this by increasing demand for gold. He basically tried to borrow as much gold as he had put into the economy, which was fine for all parties. The moneylenders in Egypt charged an extortionate interest rate, and Mansa Musa got some gold, which he needed as he had run out of gold for his return trip. This worked, and the Egyptian economy was saved. Hooray! That is, until Mansa Musa made it back to Mali and immediately repaid the owed gold and the interest. There was now more gold than ever in Egypt, and the economy collapsed yet again.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
What would you have to spend that sort of money on to ruin the world?
Oh, I could see me doing that with that much money real quick. Like overnight, everyone on OnlyFans becomes a 1%er.
That's where it's going for you?
Just dumping it all in OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you thought the people in the desert were horny.
This didn't just impact Egypt's economy either. Though world trade wasn't as interconnected as it is today, that much gold flooding the economic system meant even the economies of Europe took a hit. Imagine spending so much money that the world has to take a minute to recover. Woo! Though there were some unintended consequences, clearly Mansa Musa had built a reputation for generosity. Apart from tossing out gold like it was going out of style, he also helped turn Timbuktu into a city of great learning, bringing scholars and architects to town and helping to make it a hub for Islamic universities. Supporting academic pursuits became a status symbol among the city's elite, thanks to Mansa Musa. There are worse ways to spend the world's greatest fortune. At the end of the day, however, he was still a filthy rich guy, and every single filthy rich person has some bizarre shit. Every single one.
There's demons. There's skeletons, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Preaching to the choir here, man.
Mansa Musa reportedly never gave orders himself. When he wanted something said, he would tell a spokesperson, whose job would then be to tell everyone else, like a very high-stakes game of telephone.
What's that?
Kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
Iffy, why didn't you just say that right to me? I don't understand.
It's a power move.
Huh?
He says it's a power move.
Oh, you know what? It's working.
When you greeted Mansa Musa, you had to kneel and toss dirt on yourself. And if you sneezed in the king's presence, well, you just couldn't do that. But when he sneezed, everyone around had to smack themselves in the chest.
Is this just the end of the episode where you're just throwing in crazy facts about this guy?
I'm just letting you know this guy was a little freako. You
So
know?
if you sneeze, everyone else has to pound themselves in
Pound themselves on the chest.
like Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall
I
Street?
think so. Let's give it a shot here.
You can actually simulate being slapped in the chest without doing it by just moving those. Oh, look at that.
I'm hypnotized. 5 jelly beans, 10 jelly beans, 20 jelly beans for Iffy, 1,000 jelly beans!
That's the most well-earned jelly beans I've ever seen given on this show.
truly
to be
a
honest.
talent.
Hey, what happened if you found yourselves in the king's presence with sandals on? A, you'd lose a toe. B, you'd lose a foot. C, you'd lose your whole damn life.
Ryan, what'd you put?
I put A, toe no mo.
I also put A.
I think it's the funniest one too.
Especially because it feels poetic because you're wearing sandals, letting those little toe boys breathe.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hey, oh, you're gonna show those in front of me? Well, you gotta get chopped. Well, unfortunately, points to neither of you because you would be killed.
No, that's just cold.
That's brutal.
So sure, Mansa Musa had his quirks, like sometimes he killed people. But on the whole, a guy that rich could have done a lot worse stuff to history. And as to the question on everyone's mind, just how rich was Mansa Musa? Well, it's estimated his net worth today would be $400 billion! That's like two bald Amazon guys. Now, Mansa Musa died in 1337, leaving behind a massive kingdom with a great balance sheet. As so often happens, however, a succession dispute weakened what he had left behind. Musa's sons eventually took the reins, squandered the fortune, Timbuktu was sacked, and the empire fell apart. History teaches us the lesson over and over. Don't leave your empire to your shitty sons.
Any final thoughts about Mansa Musa, guys?
At first, when you started it, I was like, oh man, this seems like one story where a rich person isn't, bad or like a
He's a fucking beast, bro. I love that dude. Achoo. Ah. Yeah, that's my king. Please, next time, Steve, tell me so I can hit myself twice, sir.
whack job. And then we got to the part where he started killing people for sandals. And I was like,
Yeah,
no, it
that's
seems
true.
like, no, you get enough money and you just,
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool that he built a pool in the desert.
That's your
Yeah.
big
What does the other say? Live long enough to see yourself become the villain?
takeaway.
I mean, look, that's some engineering right there.
Yeah.
Kudos to him for that.
Well, that concludes our history lesson. I'm going to go tally the scores to see who receives the coveted cup and the title of History Master. While I
Who's
do
gonna
that,
sing?
please enjoy the special performance from a fraction of Musa's fortune, here with a little economic advice. See you guys in a bit. Woo.
I think whoever wins is gonna deserve it.
I'm rooting for you. Honestly, you need it,
No, I think I like my chances this time, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Are you tired of being sad? Wish you had more than you had. You get the notion everybody else is keeping secrets from you, and you got a hunch that they've all found a way. Some kind of universal key. How can you possibly compete? Well, let me tell you something that'll help. Just open up that notes app and jot down exactly what I'm about to say. And keep in mind I'm nothing more than a chest of anthropomorphic gold, and I do not possess a brain. Just be the richest man in the world, and watch your problems disappear. And you won't need nobody. Let the gold wipe away your tears. And if you're asking me, how do I do it? Well, I don't know. But if my man Mansa Musa can acquire that much boodle, then it seems to be attainable if you apply your noodle. Have you thought of trading Funko Pops or smuggling precious jewels? Or you could just be a piece of shit and steal a golden stool. You'll figure it out, I don't know. Just be the richest man in the world. Make sure you're never satisfied. Spend all your days and nights chasing that money until you die. It's good advice.
Wow,
I feel inspired.
really good work.
Yeah.
Wow, what an enriching performance.
Yeah, they say money talks, but they never said money sings.
Golf clap. Golf clap, motherfuckers. Golf clap.
Wait, we gotta add some last minute jelly beans. Hang on a sec, I gotta adjust the algorithm here. Whoa! Because of that last minute fun, it looks like Iffy is this week's History Master! Come and retrieve your coveted cup, which you have so rightly earned. Ignore the hand. Ryan, thank you for trying. Iffy, thank you so much for being here today. And for the rest of you, thank you for watching Puppet History, where the details are always a little fuzzy. We'll see you next time.
Just be the richest man in the world. Make sure you're never satisfied. Spend all your days and nights chasing that money until you die. Money until you die.
Poor Ryan. He goes through some shit. I was rooting for him this time. I really was. Like, fuck. Oh, that was amazing. Like, it's sad that he started, getting a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs there towards the end of it. And it's really sad that, he had kids and kids did what they do. They fuck it up. But, all in all, I mean, that was a really good story. I liked it. I had fun. I laughed my ass off. Alright, if you all enjoyed this story as much as I did, please leave a thumbs up. If you're a fan of the spooky, scary, strange, deranged, I'm really going to have to figure out a different outro because we do... we do shit. We do. All right. Think about subscribing. I don't even know. I'll work on things. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, I pronounced his name correctly. Fucking amazing.